All right, hello, welcome to this weather update, 9 o'clock, March 26th, 2021, with record heat today. And I am surprised the Weather Service hasn't put a thing together of all the records that were broken today. I don't understand where they're at, but because of that, we're going to have to do this all manually. All right, so Central Park broke its record today, I believe. They set a new record high today. So it was 82. The high was 82 in Central Park today. That breaks the record of 76 set in 1922. That's pretty crazy right there, all right? I think they all broke records. LaGuardia, 82, that's also a record. Broke the record, the previous record of 72 back in 1943. JFK probably as well broke their record as well. Yep, 81. Record high, and that broke the previous record of 67 set in 1954. So, yeah. Let's go to Islip now. I mean, everybody's got record highs. That's not today's high. Oh, my God. They haven't even gotten the climate update. Well, it says their high was 64, but the day's not over yet. So, the day's not over yet. Let's see. Bridgeport broke their record. 63, yeah. See, they do these in the afternoon. The records, they had the cooler air linger on a little longer, but we'll show you that the temperatures did wind up actually shooting up quite high at Islip. Hopefully the Weather Service will put something together, because they usually do. I don't know why they didn't. So right now it's 64 at Islip. Let's see what Islip got up to today. They got up to 78, according to this. So 78 degrees they got up to. But look at these wind gusts, 43, 45. The winds are still going. I got a video about it showing you some of the winds out there. It's pretty impressive. We're going to look at Farmingdale right now, 64. They hit 82 at Farmingdale today. West winds have been gusting up as high as 44 miles an hour. Let's go look at further out east. The warmer air took a little longer to get there. So 65 right now at Shirley. It has arrived. And they got all the way up to 77. And again, you still got those wind gusts going out there. The only area that's really been escaping the heat, I guess, would be the Hamptons out there. But they're even in it now, 64. The west wind at 22, gusting to 38. This is like a Santa Ana event we're experiencing today into the night. And I'm concerned about the brush fire risk. Let's see what it got up to in New Jersey as far as their highs go. I'm sure they were all records as well. 64, west wind 24, gusting to 43 at Toms River. 84 degrees was the high at Toms River. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It really is. Let's see. Maybe Philadelphia at least Philadelphia put something together. I don't know why our office didn't. But here you go. Here are all the records here from the Philadelphia office. Allentown, 77, broke the record of 74. I mean, everybody broke records today. Philadelphia, 83, broke the record of 80. I'm sure Islip did it as well, but their observation schedule is different. 84 degrees at Wilmington, Delaware. That broke the record of 77. Atlantic City Airport got up to 83. That broke the record of 71, set in 1986 and 2003. Atlantic City Marina, that's on the water, 81, no sea breeze, broke the record of 72. Georgetown got up to 86, broke the previous record of 78. And Trenton, 81, breaking the previous record of 79, set in 1910 and 1921. So, wow, these are some old records here broken. Incredible warmth today. And the other thing, of course, would be these wind gusts that we've been experiencing as well. Let's see if the... I can't believe the weather office hasn't even put a thing up about the wind gusts. I don't know. Usually our weather service is on the bull. I don't know where they are today. Maybe they're all partying on the South Shore, probably, along with everyone else, probably. Let's see if we can get some public information statements here. That's from March 14th. It's not current. So we don't really have any wind gust reports from them. We do have a storm report for tonight. So here we go. Here's some wind gusts. Stony Brook, 65 miles an hour. 64 miles an hour at Eaton's Neck. A wind gust of 59 mile an hour in Glen Cove. A 59 mile an hour wind gust at Newark Airport. In Tompkinsville, 62 miles an hour. I think that's Staten Island. 63 miles an hour in New Haven, Connecticut. So these are some pretty substantial wind gusts. We didn't even think the winds were going to get this high. The models can't even, keep track of it. which is pretty incredible. And the winds have caused some power outages. I've seen this number go up as high as 1900 today, and most of the outages are on the North Shore, not surprisingly. Cove Neck, we have some in Seacliff, there's one in Sands Point. The North Shore has a lot of power outages. That's a big negative about living on the North Shore. I mean, it's worse than the middle of the island in that regard. Middle of the island has some power outages, but most of the large ones, hardly anything on the South Shore, but most of the large ones seem to be on the North Shore. Not surprisingly, because they have old infrastructure, they have a lot of old trees, and that's why the power always goes out on the North Shore. But people are wealthy over there. They probably have generators. If you live there, you probably have a generator, which would be a good idea. Let's take a look at the rest of the state, because there's 25,000 outages in the entire state of New York right now. Upstate's also been dealing with some wind damage as well. New Jersey, 11,000 outages. Looks like a lot of them are in Hunterdon. Some of them are in Monmouth County. Some of them are in Burlington. Scattered. This is all due to the high winds that are around the areas that we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with some really high winds across the area. And Massachusetts also has about 15,000 power outages as well. And then we have the outages in Alabama from all those horrible tornadoes that occurred. So very active weather day across the area. We're going to go ahead and look at the current conditions on the map here. And the wind gusts you see here, they are in red. So we have wind gusts up into the 30s here, still gusting. They're very strong winds tonight, 36-mile-an-hour wind gusts at Islip, and it's still warm out there. We're still in the mid-60s, which is insane for this hour at night everywhere, except maybe Nantucket with their 54, 'cause they're surrounded by water. Actually, that might be Block Island. So Block Island is a 54. But everybody still in the 60s, still 66 in Toms River. Let's wait for that pop up there. 64 in Toms River. 67, still near 70 in some areas of New Jersey right now on the Jersey Shore. Insanity. It's 9 o'clock at night in late March. This would be normal weather for late June. And it's still mild, even as you go into Pennsylvania, 50s. So this is not really a cool air mass moving through at all. And what's going on is you got this downsloping flow. So what's going on here is you have this downsloping flow off the, let's use the satellite to show this to you. So we have the low pressure system here, we have the high to the west, we have the tight pressure gradient between the two, which is cranking the winds up, and what we have is these westerly winds, an air mass that's not that cool to begin with, is coming from a higher elevation going over the mountains, and then as it goes down, it actually picks up speed and heat. So this is very similar to the Santa Ana winds that they experience in California. So that's what we're experiencing today, is our own version of a Santa Ana event. And there actually have been some brush fires as a result of this. There was a brush fire in Kings Park that wound up disrupting Long Island Railroad service. Can't really find out much information on it because the fine folks at News 12 Long Island really don't have anything. Fine folks. They really don't have anything there. I mean, they're just focusing on the next storm. There's this lady here. This lady, I'm telling you, she sucks. She has no business. She is the worst person who calls herself. She's the worst quote-unquote TV weather person in the whole country. She's just awful. All right, just awful. They got rid of Bill Corbell and put her in. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, she's just there to gear to a certain demographic, and that's what this whole station gears to. So nothing about the brush fires. All right, I can check Newsday. There was a brush fire in Kings Park, but I don't think we have any information here about the brush fire on Kings Park because, again, everybody's gearing to. You know who they're gearing to. So let's go back to this map. We're going to put our highs on the map here. And actually, we could look at a bunch of things here, but we will go and look at the high temperature for today on this map here. So this will pop up all the highs. You get to see all the high temperatures so far across the island on a map. And so here you go, 82 degrees in Carl Place, 82 at Farmingdale. Islip got up to 79, so according to this, it's saying 79. So they did get warmer, but they take their observation for the day at like 4 o'clock. I don't know why they don't do midnight to midnight. That's what everybody should do. But You can see cooler on the east end where the clouds and the marine air held out a little longer, just long enough. But the time the warm air got there, the sun had gone down. But for everybody else, 80s, pretty much 81 in Central Park. It's insane warmth, even in the Hudson Valley. 81, 82 in Norwalk. It's just insane warmth today. 83 in Toms River, 83 in actually downtown Toms River and at the air park. Even right at Seaside, right on the water there, 81 degrees at Seaside Heights. And let's take a look at the areas right on the, even 74 at Jones Beach and 77 at Long Beach. So, again, that sea breeze really got squashed by these very strong winds, and that's what will do it. You get these downsloping winds that come through and heat up, and that's exactly what we've seen today. And I'm wondering if we could do peak wind gust on here, too. Yes, we do. We do have that ability. So let's go take a look at that as well. And you'll see here, look at some of these wind gusts here. 55-mile-an-hour wind gust reported at Carl Place. 65 at Stony Brook. So a lot of very strong wind gusts. 46 at Jones Beach. 52 at JFK. So these wind gusts are impressive. 62 in that there's like a buoy in New York Bay. Let's see how New Jersey did. We didn't even take a look at the wind gusts there. Let's take a look and see. 49 at Miller Air Park. 45 at the mouth of the Toms River there. So very, very strong winds across the area. Very, very strong winds. Very, very strong winds going on. And it's a miracle there haven't been any really bad brush fires. There was a small one in Kings Park, but I really can't find any information on that. It would only be on the railroad's site that they actually spoke about this. We go check the Twitter. Okay, we have a problem on the Long Beach branch now. Signal trouble at Reynolds Channel Bridge. So this could be eastbound trains will terminate and westbound trains will originate in Island Park. A bus is anticipated to be on the scene by Island Park at 8:30. May use the N15. Yes, you can use the N15. But there was an issue earlier on. We have additional fire. All right, so it's suspended again on the Kings Park and Port Jefferson due to additional fire department activity near the tracks west of Smithtown. And the railroad says there are buses. So we have a brush fire in Kings Park going on right now. It says Kings Park fire. Let's see if we can find any information here. Smithtown brush fire. Probably not. There's no information on this, but there's a brush fire in the Smithtown area. Let's see if we do have Smithtown. Let's go. That's old. That's from last year. So there's no information on this. Not surprisingly, no information on this whatsoever from any news source. We can check out Laura Uli and see if she has anything. Let's go to Facebook. We're gonna have to go to Facebook now and find that out. All right, there was a fire. All right, this is something. We're just trying to get to this is a weather update here. The other stuff is going to be in another update. All right, Long Island Firewire. She doesn't even have it. I don't understand this. News 12 doesn't report on it. It's like, you got a fire going on here. They don't even have it on this site either. So there's a fire. The fire department activity west. We don't know what this fire department activity is, but I can only assume that it's a brush fire. It's going on, and it's not surprising the conditions tonight. So it's west of Smithtown, so it would be generally in this area, probably right here, in this area right here. And there are some brush, some forests, actually some pine barrens that it goes through. So that's probably what is going on. But again, News 12 nowhere to be found because they're serving a certain demographic that's sitting pretty on the South Shore, having the time of their lives, while the rest of us are dealing with these problems. So let's talk about what's going to be coming. So this is the storm that's cranking the wind right now. It moves away, and we have a nice day tomorrow. Calmer winds, sunny skies, and then the next rain system comes in for Sunday. This could be another heavy soaking rain again for Sunday, which is good. At least we're getting some rain because guess what happens on Monday? We're dealing with more wind again. Look at how tight those isobars are on March 29th. And then that high moves offshore. Another rain system comes. We're in an active pattern. And then, another high builds down for April 1st and another wind event there, those tight isobars. So you can see what's going on. We're in an active pattern. And let's go look at the upper air here. So we're going to look at the upper air here, and you'll see there's that trough that's going to swing through, bringing the cool air back into the picture on Monday, and then again later for the first week of April, into the first weekend of April, some more cold air comes back into the picture with those troughs that come in. So let's get a little closer to our region here, and I'm not even going to look at the European because, you know, they're in agreement, so there's no real point in looking at it. What we will do is we'll go ahead and look at our air temperature now as we head into tomorrow. So here's that warmth that we had today. We finally do eventually drop back probably to the 40s. But I think tomorrow we're getting into the 60s. In fact, I think we could even see some 70-degree readings in Jersey again. The models underestimated today's warmth, and I think they're going to underestimate tomorrow's warmth too. So expect highs well into the 60s, probably mid-60s, at least on Long Island, close to 70 in New Jersey. And then the rain arrives, so we'll have some more clouds around on Sunday, which will keep temperatures lower. And then that cold front comes through Monday. Highs are in the upper 45 to 50 degree range. And then we warm up again as that high moves offshore on Tuesday. And then for the last day of March, we'll have a little warmer weather ahead of the next cold front with that rain. And then the next cold front comes through. We'll drop back into the 40s for Thursday and Friday. Friday, we have a hard time getting to 40 degrees, so it's how cold it's going to be as you get into that first week of April. There's going to be a couple of cold blasts in there, that's for sure. So let's go look at the wind situation, because this is the other thing that we got to look at here is the wind that we're going to be dealing with. Obviously, we're dealing with that wind right now, and the models really underestimated how bad the wind was going to be today, and we're going to see same thing for Sunday into Monday. First, very strong south winds. And then strong winds from the northwest into Monday, and then we get a break, and then the next wind event would come in for Thursday into Friday with strong winds again. And our next chance of precipitation again would be Sunday. So let's go to the NAM 12 here, and we'll go look at our next chance of precipitation. We're dry tomorrow. Wind relaxes. You can see the isobars loosen up. Eventually, we'll probably see a sea breeze develop in the afternoon. And then we have more rain coming into the picture. Could be heavy at times on Sunday. And some showery. It start off, looks like an area of showers, probably in the early afternoon. Maybe a little break, and then some more showers to the cold front later on in the evening, Sunday night. And then you get to look at those tight isobars there over our area for Monday, which means lots of wind. Fresh gradient between the strong low and then the high over here, which means lots of wind. Let's take a look at the wind on this. But these models are really underestimated, especially using this because it shows it in knots, and that's why I kind of prefer using the windy.com, which we will get to in a moment. So let's go to the skies. All right, we'll first start off with the GFS. This is tomorrow. I think we'll have a mostly sunny day. Obviously, clouds with the showers on Sunday, then clearing skies on Monday. And looks like we'll have a sunny day on Tuesday as well, and then more clouds for Wednesday. And then that cold air, that second batch of cold air comes in on Friday with sunshine. Well, like I said, we're in an active pattern. March is supposed to go out like a lamb. It's supposed to, but it's not this year. That's for sure. Let's go look at the NAM 3 as far as the sky goes as well for tomorrow. So obviously we do have nice clear skies out right now. Tomorrow should be mostly sunny day. Shouldn't really be much in the way of clouds. Maybe later in the afternoon, into the evening, we'll see some more clouds roll in ahead of the next system. And then here's Sunday. And that's as far as out as we got for that. We can look at the RGEM as well, which will show us Monday. And it looks like Monday should be a nice, mostly sunny day, though windy and kind of chilly. But for tomorrow, we'll also have a nice sunny day, but not too chilly. But I think there will be increasing high clouds, especially as you get into the afternoon hours. It won't really be that clear, but I think Monday you're going to have better skies. So let's go look at the windy.com model. All right. This uses the European, which I think picked up on the winds pretty well today, though it's still thinking underestimated a little bit. So winds relax off by tomorrow. You can see light winds tomorrow, and you see that sea breeze that will wind up developing here later on in the afternoon. So we'll have a sea breeze, but middle of the island, you're going well into the 60s, then 50s on the south shore, moving its way north around 4th later on in the evening. And then Sunday, we have the next opportunity for strong winds here. We'll have an LLJ, so we have some wind gusts up to 41 miles an hour from the south, strong winds. And then when we get on the backside, then we're going to have the strong winds from the west again, probably gusts to 50 miles an hour again. And those wind gusts are going to continue through the evening. And again, could be gusts up to 50. We're probably going to need another wind advisory for Sunday into Monday because the winds stay strong right into Monday, according to this model right here. And we can also change the model. This is the European, but we can also look at the GFS as well, which shows us the wind gusts as well. Here is, look at that, 52 on the GFS. This is, again, for Sunday, very strong LLJ. There's probably going to be some moisture with that LLJ, too. So you might actually get a bump up in humidity probably for that day. I think we would, actually. Let me actually go to the NAM 12 and look at the dew point for tomorrow. We have low dew points, and we have low dew points coming in the night, obviously, after it being kind of humid this morning. But, yeah, we'll have a dew point surge on Sunday with those south winds. It's going to get humid before the dry air comes in. So quite a storm that we're going to be looking at. Another storm for Sunday. So enjoy the peace tomorrow. And we'll keep you posted on this next storm here. And the brush fire is going on in Smithtown and Kings Park, which we have no information on, believe it or not. News 12 is too busy gearing to a certain demographic. They don't care that the middle of the island's burning down. They're whining and dining and thumbing their noses at us as they watch us burn. That's going to be it for this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.